We're taught that the dead should rest in peace, hidden away in dark graves or turned to silent ash. But what if I told you there are places on this earth where the dead never truly leave? Imagine walking into a cemetery where your ancestors aren't under the ground, but staring back at you through a glass box. Or a place where once a year, families dig up their loved ones just to change their clothes and take a family photo. From bodies offered as a feast for vultures to coffins dangling off cliffsides, today we are exploring the most bone-chilling and bizarre funeral traditions that still exist today. The glass coffins of China. Deep in the remote mountains of China, death isn't hidden behind wooden planks. Here, the deceased are placed in transparent glass coffins. It's an eerie sight. As you walk through the cemetery, it doesn't feel like a place of rest. It feels like the dead are watching your every move. The locals believe that as long as the body is visible to the living, the soul remains at peace. But there is a gruesome side to this. Nature doesn't stop for tradition. Over time, you see the skin turn leathery, the eyes sink into hollow sockets, and the face wither away, all behind a thin sheet of glass. It's a haunting reminder that death isn't a moment, but a slow, visible decay. The Walking Dead of Toraja, Indonesia. In the Sulawesi Islands of Indonesia, the Toraja people believe that death is just a long sleep. They keep the bodies of their loved ones inside their homes for months, sometimes years, treating them as if they are simply sick. But the most mind-blowing part is the Ma Nene festival. Every few years, families exhume the bodies of their ancestors. They clean the bones, groom the hair, and dress the corpses in brand new, expensive suits and dresses. They stand the bodies up, talk to them, and even take selfies. For the Torajans, the line between the living and the dead isn't a wall, it's a revolving door. The Sitting Mummies of Peru. In the middle of the scorching Nazca Desert lies the Chauchilla Cemetery. This isn't your typical graveyard. It's an open-air exhibition of the dead. For over 1,000 years, bodies have sat here, not lying down, but in a fetal position, tied with ropes and facing the rising sun. Thanks to the extreme dryness of the desert, these bodies didn't rot. They became natural mummies. Seeing them sitting in their open pits with their long hair still attached and teeth bared in a permanent grin feels like walking into a nightmare frozen in time. The hanging coffins of Sagada in the Philippines, you'll see something that defies gravity. Coffins nailed to the side of sheer rock faces, hundreds of feet in the air. The Igorot people believe that the higher a body is placed, the closer the soul is to heaven. But the process is brutal. These coffins are tiny. To fit an adult inside, the bones are often broken or rearranged to fit the body into a fetal position. Today, you can still see ancient bones scattered at the bottom of the cliffs, remnants of those the mountain finally decided to. The Sky Burials of Tibet. Perhaps the most visceral ritual on this list is the Tibetan sky burial. In the frozen peaks of the Himalayas, the ground is too hard to dig and wood is too scarce to burn. So they give the body back to nature in the most direct way possible. After a person dies, the body is taken to a mountain peak. There, specialists dismantle the body, breaking bones and cutting tissue, and offer it to a flock of waiting vultures. They believe the body is just an empty vessel, and by feeding the birds, they are performing one final act of kindness to the circle of life. It's a scene that is both terrifying to witness and deeply spiritual to those who practice it. The Mary Cemetery of Romania. Finally, we go to the village of Sapința, Romania. Most cemeteries are gray and silent, But the Mary Cemetery is an explosion of color. Every grave has a bright blue wooden cross with a cartoon-style painting of the deceased. But don't let the colors fool you. The poems engraved on the crosses are brutally honest. If someone was a drunk, the poem says so. If someone cheated on their spouse or died in a tragic accident, it's all there in plain sight. It's a place where secrets go to die, or rather, where they live on forever. When we look at these rituals, they might seem cruel or haunting, but behind every glass coffin and every sky burial is a deep human desire to understand the great unknown. So I have to ask you, if you had the choice, how would you want to be remembered? Would you prefer a traditional burial, or does the idea of a sky burial or a glass coffin resonate with you? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this journey into the macabre fascinating, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most mysterious corners. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.